We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games. Here's Mobley. Pass to Allen. Pulls up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well. RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama outside. Poked away. Pass to Sohan. Here's Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He is a rare one who's more comfortable inside. Fox, look, his game is about attacking, getting in close, not necessarily making a ton of threes.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. There's Garland. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Lock at 6.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Here's Sohan. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends. You got to be in control when you go to the rack, and he was not. You can't just run guys over.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Strus missing. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Spurs leading by 9. Here's Fox. The offensive rebound. The second chance effort. Stolen by Garland. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Allen with it. And now by Barnes. Good.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Wembanyama. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Allen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Mitchell missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Castle. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple. On the passing end of so many of these, this time Fox is set up for the finish. And look, this man's got some balance.
To the paint. There's Garland. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The layup missed.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Brent. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Fox with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Stolen by Garland. Here's Allen. Good defense by Wembanyama.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with their lead standing at 6. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one. And no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
And he just dances from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Back to Fox. Knocks down the 3 ball. Fox has got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
You can't put up any weak stuff around Wemby. He'll send it right back.
And Wembanyama with the flush.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Well, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
Throws it up high. He's looking for Sohan and finds him. And here is Fox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Wade. No good there. Good defense by Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Jerome, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points in close range. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, just straight ball movement.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's a Kuro. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Down low. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen, going at the rim there with a purpose.
Back to Hunter. Over Barnes. Cuts off the pass. Floats it up for Wembanyama. An emphatic alley-oop.
Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And with both teams fighting for playoff position, this is as intense of a regular season as you'll see, Grant.
Oh, B.A., you can feel what's at stake here in the arena. Both of these teams will treat this like the postseason. The playoffs start now for them. Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Pops, that's good.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
Fires for three. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Pass to Castle. Knocks down the long J.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
On the wing, Vassell. They get it back. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. And the basket is good.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
And he's got buddies. Sohan, a high flyer.
Here's Fox. Goes up on the baseline. Again, the Spurs score.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. He goes up again, and he lays it up and in. Wembanyama's got 8.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooter.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 1. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Wemby doesn't even need to jump to throw it down. That's just crazy.
Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Out to Fox. Rebounded by Fox. And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Barnes, it's good.
Nice play. Look, Fox is the engine of this very strong machine.
Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
Over to the left wing. Oh, Fox with a steal. Pass to Barnes. Fox outside. To the inside. Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
Wow, you don't see tons of those from Castle.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And the bucket is good.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Now here's Vassell. No points yet. 3 from Barnes. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. To the middle. Here's Sohan. Rebounded by Castle. Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 15-6 run. And it's Fox missing. Spurs trail by 4. The shot by Sohan, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got his second basket.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Spurs trail by 4. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Spurs lead by 4. Here's Castle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Outside Barnes. Out to the right wing. Here's Castle. His last outing, he had 20. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams and miss out on those big guys.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night. And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. To the wing on the left. Here's Champagny. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama hammers it down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders. I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He hits the 2nd from the line.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
There's the steal. Pass to Castle. Back to Barnes. Here's Bassie. Outside Barnes. 5 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Castle for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7 foot 4 inches, skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Fox for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
Something Vassell is only improving at, recognizing these chances to drop an easy dime.
Here's Wembanyama. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps throwing these shots at a ridiculous clip. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Back to Fox. Pass to Castle. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Vassell. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Athletic finish by Castle, getting up to meet the lob and throwing it down.
Now here's Vassell. He's scoreless. Over to the wing. Here's Sohan. Off target with the 3.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
.50 seconds left in the first half of this game. Right wing. Here's Wembanyama. Tries again. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
So both teams making some changes here. 26 seconds left in the first half. Johnson on the wing. Back to Fox. To the left wing. Pass to Champagny. Here's Biyombo. Fox outside. Clock at 4. The kick out to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs out in front. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right. We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Spurs trail by 5. Inside. Here's Bassey. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
San Antonio leading by 6. Johnson for 3. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Pass to Biyombo. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. And Biyombo slams it home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Here's Fox. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
What sets Fox apart is how dynamic and explosive he is. He can take off at any moment in any direction.
Pass to Vassell. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. And the shot goes.
That's a strong move by Vassell. He plays with more power than I think you actually realize.
Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Barnes to the middle. Bassi. San Antonio with a rebound.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year. He said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team put me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. So it's San Antonio now. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. And there it is for him. Wembanyama's got 16 points.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed one shot in the first 5.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Fox. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility and the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Tries again. Back to Sohan. Secure from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 12.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him. Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. So it'll be Jeremy Sohan shooting. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan. Spurs trail by 14. Right side Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Right side Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Back to Barnes. Up top Vassell. Here's Castle. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Fox for 3. Ooh, the triple falls for De'Aaron Fox.
Showing that quickness that time. Fox getting rid of it in a hurry.
On the wing, Vassell. Inside. Oh, Fox with a steal. Back come the Spurs in transition. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
That'll definitely steal away some momentum, stripping them of the ball and then grabbing the bucket.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Castle's got 9.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Pass to Castle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
These are his first free throws of the game. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. Hope it didn't jinx him.
Yep, count it. Wembanyama's got 20.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now. Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. That'll count. That shot missing. And so it's San Antonio. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to Vassell. To the inside. Now Fox. Here's Sohan. Johnson with the defensive effort. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
They have no answer for Wemby tonight. Honestly, I'm not sure how they could defend him.
Here's Fox. Pass to Sohan. The 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trump by 13. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Really a two-way force in transition. Sohan will run out on the break, and he can get back quickly on defense as well. And sends it home. It's fantastic.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Here's Fox. Pass to Vassell. Johnson for 3. Knocks it down from distance. And the Spurs lead by 16.
His confidence growing over time. The coaching staff encourages Keldon Johnson to shoot off the catch. That's his shot.
Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a 6th man if needed, Richard.
Not every player can make that switch mentally. Johnson brings the same energy as a starter as he does to the second unit. It's a great attitude on that young man.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That'll be a 5-second call.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good job limiting those slip-ups.
Spurs lead by 16. Pass to Barnes. Here's Johnson. Oh, Johnson slams it in.
They're making it look easy up there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Pass to Johnson. Down low. Here's Champagnie. Back to Johnson. Here's Vassell. And miss after miss right now.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Wembanyama.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
Here's Champagnie. Sinks it from distance. Champagnie's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. The drive by Wembanyama. And the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And just not letting up at all. You have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
San Antonio leading by 23. Here's Fox. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Paul for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Richard, how do you think you would have fared if social media was as prevalent in your younger years as it is right now?
I can tell you right now, I would not be able to sit next to you right now, B.A. That's the type of life I would have lived.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Victor Wembanyama.
His range and timing protecting the rim, he blocked a lot of shots and altered even more.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And that's a foolish pass, plain and simple.
Throws it up high. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
You can't put up any weak stuff around Wemby. He'll send it right back.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Wembanyama. So we see the Spurs taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Richard Jefferson.